Today's card is balance. Balance and utilize your yin and yang qualities. To understand what balance is, you must understand the midway point between any two extremes.
How come?
This midway point is an important place to recognize because it is the ideal approach to anything, because it's taking into account both sides, the light, the dark, the positive, the negative, the feminine, the masculine, the yin, the yang, all of these dualities that we experience on this planet.
What's that got to do with me?
We, as individuals, have duality within us. We have the ability to experience the light and we have the ability to experience the shadow. Anytime you deny one or the other, then you will become out of balance and you will experience the consequences of being out of balance, because to live is to be sustainable.
Oh, I see.
So, if life is about sustainability, and we are learning at this time that our economy, the way it's currently set up, is not sustainable. Our environment and the way we use energy and how that affects the environment is not sustainable. Then that is a wake-up call to say, whoa, we've been living out of balance. The earth is out of balance. And so that recognition is the beginning of the individual looking inward and realizing, how are they out of balance? How have they been choosing to live and participate in the world, in the mindset of the world, and how have they contributed to this imbalance?
That seems like it would be really hard to figure out.
You know how you hear about the 4 elements? There is something very elemental about a harmonious, balanced experience.
What are the 4 elements? I'm not familiar with that.
Air is thought and communication and the mind. Earth is the body and all of the material that is in the world, physical material, plants, animals, humans, your job, money, all of that is in the earth realm. And water is the emotions, the intuition, perception, and fire represents spirit, passion, action. And so what has happened both on the global level and on the interpersonal level, at least in the Western world, is that the overvaluing of materialism and thinking that work and career and money and success and dominance and over-identification with the material world, and the over-identification with the mental air world of thought, communication, ideas, progress, justice, all of these things are fine in and of themselves, but when the Western world is experiencing those things in extreme, and they are not embracing and integrating passion from a really deep spiritual place, spiritual passion that inspires you to take action. Do you know how many underachievers there are in the world?
More than I can count. But isn't that just the way it is?
There doesn't have to be. All of those people have passion and the ability to create wonderful things. and contribute and manifest spirit on earth. That is what fire energy is about. Water energy is about emotions, your feelings. How do you feel? What are you perceiving? What are you sensing? What is your psychic, intuitive abilities trying to communicate to you about what's in front of you?
What's this yin-yang thing you were talking about earlier?
The yin and the yang represent the masculine and the feminine. Masculine energy is thought of as being very active and direct and outward oriented, and feminine energy, the yin, is thought of as being more introverted, receptive, feeling, passive. And so you need both qualities in order to be at harmony with yourself and at harmony with the world. And so utilizing your yin and yang qualities is about integrating and, well, first recognizing that you have both yin and yang, and then integrating and using them.
Can you give me some examples of how I would use my yin and my yang?
Speaking up and listening, taking action, resting and relaxing.
I see. Then what would I do?
Decide how best can I utilize my yin or my yang in this moment. And that is what will sustain balance. And so it's always changing, it's always a little back and forth, but the more you do it, you work yourself into the middle, the more you appreciate centeredness in your life, the more you're able to manifest it and protect yourself from the lack of centeredness outside of you.
Now that you mention it, why does the world seem like it's so off-center lately?
Part of what is happening, I believe, at this time is that the outer world is shaking up. That's why there's so much craziness going on and so much focus on the craziness and fear-mongering and, negativity, is because it's really intense right now. But it's all in how you utilize it. If you utilize this moment in time, this shift, the changes that are taking place as a mirror to look inside yourself and say, where am I out of balance? That is how you're going to be able to survive and sustain life through the changes, because your energy and your guidance will be clear. If you're out of balance, then you're not clear and you're likely to react to the fear, which then creates problems and blocks and keeps you from doing what you came here to do, which is how you will be able to sustain yourself. So stay balanced and utilize your yin and yang qualities.
Will do. Let's cut out the melodrama so we can wake up the whole wide world. Let's make up and start all over.